The average true range will help you take winning trades like this. And I'm going to show you how to do that in today's video. So let's get started. And if you want YouTube to know that this is actually a good video, hit the thumbs up button for free and click the subscribe button. It will go a long way. Now, the average true range, also commonly known as the ATR, is a very powerful tool. Now, this is a free tool, and I want to explain to you exactly what it is before I literally show you how I use it personally in my Forex trading and profiting from it the exact same way that I do. Now, the fact of the matter is, I've told you it's a free tool already, so I want you to know that from the get-go. I also want you to understand one key caveat that maybe some other people out there teaching you about the average true range won't necessarily tell you. The point is, this tool falls under what we call as lagging indicators in the Forex industry. And what that basically means is a lagging indicator is an indicator that is basically giving you information about what is happening in the markets, but not in real time. It's teaching you this information after the fact. Now, some people will try and sell you a lagging indicator almost as if it's literally telling you what's happening right there and then, and that's a big mistake, so I don't want you to fall into that. And I wanted to say that first and foremost so you understand exactly how to use this and where this actually falls on the bigger scheme of things on the spectrum of Forex trading. So now that that's out the way, the average true range is a very powerful indicator because it does something very specifically. What you do when you use the average true range is you basically have a chart, okay, and what you basically do is you will insert this average true range indicator over the chart. And then it will basically start giving you different pieces of information about how much price is actually moving. Now, you can basically put this on any chart, on any time frame, 1 minute charts, 2 minute charts for those of you who want to scout. You can put this on 15-minute charts. You can put this on daily chart, whatever rocks your boat, as they say. You can also use this any time of the day. And if you want to know what's the best time of the day to trade the Forex market, I've got a link in the description box for a video we did recently, which will show you exactly how to do that, so you can watch that after. So what you basically do with the average true range is you put it on any chart that you want, and it will basically start feeding you the information. In a nutshell, that's basically what the average true range is. Now let me tell you about how I was actually using the average true range when I first started using it up until this point going forward, so you can learn exactly how to make money. So the fact of the matter is, when I first started trading the Forex market, I made a crucial mistake, which the average true range began to help me out of as I started to learn more about it and actually started to use it. You see, what I used to do is every single day when I was trading the Forex markets, I made a common mistake which so many people make. I was so hell-bent, so focused on how much money I was going to make, I didn't really think about anything else in regards to my trading. So I'd literally enter a trade however I was going to enter the trade. And if you want to know the exact strategy I use, I'll post a link in the description box for the exact strategy I use right now. You can watch it after this video. But the point is, I was entering the market and then setting these huge and lofty, crazy goals. So for example, I may enter a trade and then I might have a target of like 100 pips, 150 pips, 200 pips, some extreme target. And I'd say, you know what, yeah, I'm going to enter this trade and hopefully, God's grace, this is going to be a trade that's finished in a couple of hours or in 10 minutes. There's going to be some huge piece of volatility. Something is going to happen. I'm praying up to heaven saying, God, please let this trade actually close out by the end of the day so I can bank this huge profit and do the exact same thing tomorrow. Now, if you haven't realized already, I'm being very melodramatic about this because it was the wrong thing to do, like I said already. Okay, think about this. If there's only this much profit in a particular market and I'm saying, you know what, I'm going for this much profit, how wise do you think that is? Literally write in the comments, say you were being silly, Israel, because that's exactly what I was doing. The fact of the matter is, what I started doing later is the first person that I really learned to trade the Forex markets from, that kind of gave me some decent kind of information and insights and strategy about trading. One of the tools he talked about and swore by was the average true range. So he basically used it in one way. I don't use it necessarily the exact same way today or since then, but I'll show you exactly how I used to do it. So for example, I've explained to you already in today's video that the average true range will tell you generally how much a particular currency, stock, instrument, whatever instrument it is, moves on average. Okay, that's where it gets the name average true range. It's the average range of movement. So the reason this is powerful because, like I said previously, those trades I was taking with these lofty, high and lofty, proud targets would rarely come off. A lot of the time, they would rarely materialize within one day. Why was I getting into Forex? I was getting into Forex so I could subsidize the income I was actually making and then also potentially one day, hopefully, pay for everything I have to pay for every single month. That's why I wanted profits every single day. The other thing I realized in regards to these trades was some days I'd get into quite decent profit, 50 pips, 60 pips, 70 pips, etc. Only for all of that profit to run away the next day and basically stop me up for a loss. So I started using the ATR, the average true range, and basing my profit targets based on this particular tool. So most likely, more than not, if I get on a good trade, I could have that profit realized by the end of the day maximum, and I can continually start trying to make money every single day. So what I started doing is I basically put the ATR on a daily time frame. Okay, and what that will basically do is it will basically now start showing you based on whatever you say. So by default it's 14, so it'll measure the last 2 weeks, and it will show you an average over the last 2 weeks. Price has moved this much on average every single day. So over the last 2 weeks, for example, it may say that the average range of the Euro USD is moving 70 pips a day. So where I'd come along years ago and say, you know what, I'm going for this target, I'm going for 100 pips, 120 pips. If the average movement is 70 pips every day and I'm going for a target of 120 pips a day, what does that mean? For those of you who don't know, that basically means it will take at least 1 to potentially 2 days on average for my profit target to be realized. And that would have to be the market going all the way in one direction one way and then continuing for a little bit more the next day. And what we should become smart at doing is realizing in Forex that the markets don't always go up in one direction. They go up, they go down, they go sideways, etc. And it happens from the higher time frames all the way down to the micro time frames, like the 1 minute chart and the tick charts, etc. Okay, so I started putting this average true range on a daily chart and measuring a certain amount of candles and measuring a certain amount of days, which I thought was best for me. And what I started doing is I started saying, cool, every single trade that I take cannot be more than the maximum average true range on average given for the day I'm trading. Okay, and I stick to that pretty much religiously. What does that mean? That means I'm no longer trying to shoot for some unrealistic goals, but at the same time, there's a strong likelihood if I get on the right trade every single day, it will have more than enough space, more than enough profit potential, and I'd be inside the profit potential that I can make money. So where I was going from, let's say for example, the profit was here and I'm trying to go for this. Now the profit target is here and I'm going for this, which is still a good amount of money, but at the same time, it's giving me much more likelihood that the profit is actually going to be realized. The fact of the matter is I was now using this tool in the right way, okay, to make money. Notice at the beginning of this video I said this is a lagging indicator. It's not telling you about real time, it's telling about facts after. Okay, so I'm not using it today saying, okay, this is how much it's moving right now. I'm saying no, over the last X amount of time, this is how much it's moving. That's why you notice most of the profitable trades that we share on this channel generally are over in 24 hours maximum. Usually it's 1 to 2 hours, 3 hours, because we know how to get on the trades at the right time and also get the right amount of profit. We talk about that much more in our free on-demand training. I'll link to it in the description box below for you to attend it whenever you please, to help you learn about the strategy in a more detail, how we make good money trading the Forex markets. If you'd like to know how I use the average true range to take the kind of trades I've showed you in today's video, watch this video right here. It's going to show you the exact strategy I use. Thanks and take care, and I'll see you on the next video.